Hey crew, today we're going to talk a little bit about all of the ways that we've read so far that helpers in our stories have helped a bird. So today our target is I can use evidence from multiple texts to define a bird helper. So we've talked about the word evidence before. Evidence means proof. You're using information from the text that you've been reading to prove what a bird helper does or who a bird helper is. So we've done two texts so far. We have read about The Lion and the Bird and Pierre the Penguin. So we talked a couple days ago about the main characters, the setting, the problem, and the solution in The Lion and the Bird. So we know that our main characters were the bird and the lion. The story took place in the house, and the problem, bird is wounded so he can't fly away with the other birds. The solution, so who are the helpers and what do the helpers do? In The Lion and the Bird, the lion was the helper. And the lion bandages bird's wing and takes care of the bird by keeping it warm in his mane. So this is who solved the problem, and this is what they did to solve the problem. And then after the solution, we know that the resolution, what happened to the bird, that bird got to go back and join his flock, but he came back later to see lion. So in our story, The Lion and the Bird, the lion was a bird helper. When he noticed that the bird needed help, took care of him and bandaged his wing and kept him warm until he could join his flock. The other story that we read about is Pierre the Penguin. So our main characters in Pierre the Penguin were Pierre and Pam. The story took place at the Academy of Sciences in the penguin enclosure. And the problem, you guys did an awesome job identifying the problem, that Pierre loses his feathers so he's cold and he can't swim. So the solution, who were the helpers and what do the helpers do? So the who, Pam, the biologist, was the bird helper, and she created a small wetsuit for Pierre to keep him warm. That was the solution. Pam was the who, and making him a wetsuit was the what. That's how she helped Pierre. So at the end, the resolution was that Pierre's feathers grew back, so he's okay. So Pam and Lion are examples of bird helpers, and we read a lot about what specifically they did to help the birds in their stories. So today, I want you to either draw a picture, send me a video, or you can do even a text entry in Dojo, but I want you to give me an example of a bird helper in either of the stories that we read and what they did to help the bird. Okay, so you're going to tell me, you're going to give me a who was the helper, and what did they do? You can pick either Pierre the Penguin or The Lion and the Bird. So tell me who and tell me what they did to be a bird helper. I'll check out your portfolios and give you guys some feedback. See you soon.